girls, welcome back to another video. Today I am doing my everyday makeup routine. This is a very easy routine. This is something I love to do every day, or whenever I step out for lunch or coffee, or whenever I'm taking cute pictures for the gram. And I am not a makeup artist. I say this in every one of my makeup videos. This is just something personally that I love to do to my face, and I love it every time. So I'm doing a really fresh, glowy, bronzy makeup routine, and I'm using a lot of new products that I love recently that came out at Sephora. So I will definitely link everything down below for you guys. But till then, let's get started. My makeup routine with this nice Cyanamide Dewdrop. This is something you use right before your moisturizer. Right, my fingertips, and I just spread it across my face. Drunk Elephant Moisturizer. I love this product. Anyway, so I just like rub this across my face. So this is just basic skin prep. I don't do anything crazy. Flawless filter. I only have the mini one with me right now. I finished all of the other ones, and I just feel like this just makes my skin really dewy. Okay, so for foundation, I used to use a combination of these two foundations. I love this NARS Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation. I love this. It's full coverage. I have pigmentation hair, so it gets rid of that. But recently, I've been obsessed with, here we go, this foundation. I think Lady Gaga introduced it. I'm not even gonna try and pronounce this, but this is what the foundation is. Foundation I've been obsessed with. I love it. It makes your skin look very dewy and light. It's very liquidy as compared to my NARS one, but I just like using this now since it gives me a very nice hydrating skin-like finish. I just take a few pumps on my... Take this flat brush by Sephora. It's like a foundation brush which gives you full coverage. Little on my hand, and I just blend it onto my skin like that. It looks a little light on me, but I use a lot of bronzer, so that will just like even my skin tone out. Okay, so now that I'm done with my foundation and I've blended it out with this brush, even though I could use a beauty blender, I just don't like using beauty blender all over my face. I don't know why. I just feel like this is a better and quicker version to blend your foundation. I like using this Charlotte Tilbury color corrector in this red color, which is my bad. I should have picked peach, but I prefer using a darker color for my under eye. Anyway, so I just take a little of my under eye like that. This is how I color correct. I have really crazy under eyes. I love using this It Cosmetics waterproof concealer. It's crazy dirty under concealer brush by Sephora, and I just take a little bit of the concealer and I let that spread all over my under eye. Like, I use a generous amount, and that's it. That's my secret. I let it sit and get tacky, if that makes sense. I don't know what logic I use on this, but I feel like once it sits longer on your skin, and it just looks very natural when I blend it out. Like, I love this hack. Before, I would just apply concealer and I would like blend it out immediately, but I feel like concealer has to sit on your skin. I don't know, this is just something I tried out, and now I let that sit for like 5 minutes. I'm gonna use a beauty blender to blend my concealer. So that's how my concealer looks after it's blended out. You can see how glowy it is. You can't even see that I color corrected. There's no red patch or anything like that. It's just a bright under eye. that's the magic. Cream Contour by Fenty Beauty. This has been viral way too much for me to even begin how nice this product is. I just take a little like this. Actually, that's a lot, but that's just how much I use because I feel like I blend it out nicely. And another one here, and one here. And I just push it in and blend it. And I do the same for this side. Now my forehead. My eyebrows, they look really sad. I go to Sephora and restock. So I use this Benefit Easy Fill brow pencil. And I just brush my eyebrow up. Then I use just this side to fill my eyebrows in. I'm gonna jump to my eyeshadow, which I feel like I don't use eyeshadow primer. I just take a little bit of my concealer on my hands and I just make my eyebrows sharper. Okay, spread that across. And I just use my concealer all over my eyelid. Okay, and for my eyelids, I use this Charlotte Tilbury bronzer. Just apply it on my eyelids. I think this is called a crease. So this is what I do. I go back and forth. Makeup by Mario palette, which is extremely dirty and I need to clean. But this is the Makeup by Mario palette. I think it's the old one. He has a new one that came out. But I like using these neutral eyeshadows. I absolutely love the shade. This shade right here. It looks really dark on camera, but it's not. So I take a bit and I go in my crease to define it a little bit more. And I press it in. I feel like this just looks great on my eye. I love a bronzed makeup look whenever I'm stepping out. And this is just for my crease, just to define it. And I'm going to take this shade right here. It's very dark, but I like it. Again, I'm just going to show you guys how it looks. And I'm just going to blend this out later. So now that it's on my eyelids, and forth till it looks blended. So this is my eyeshadow routine. Nothing crazy. A nice bronzed eyelid just is the moment for me. And I also like to take a little bit on the smaller brush, the bronzer, and I like to use it under my eye. Brush, this is again the same brand. This is A21. I use the same bronzer I used on my eyelids, and I just like to bronze my cheeks even more. And I feel like this also sets the previous contour I did. I like to set my underneath my cheek so it looks a bit sharper. I just take a beauty blender, and this is a Bake and Set by Translucent Powder by Morphe. And I just use this to define my cheeks. And I let this sit for at least 10 minutes. Now while my cheeks are baking, that sounds so funny, but while that's being done, I like to take more concealer and use the same concealer brush and add another layer of concealer and make my eyeshadow sharp like this. And use my very dirty beauty blender again. Oops. And press the concealer in. Baking is done. I don't bake for that long. I like to use this big brush and I brush the excess off. Okay, so I recently saw this Charlotte Tilbury blush and highlighter palette and fell in love with it, and I've been using it ever since. Just look at how pretty it looks. Like, this is what it looks like, and I feel like this is so stunning. Anyway, I take a bit and I use it on my cheeks. This blush, this is more pink. Really amazing highlighter. It's the, again, Glowgasm by Charlotte Tilbury. It's the gold color and I feel like it's really underrated. I go ahead and use this on my cheeks and I blend this out, and then I go with the powdered one. Oh my god, I almost forgot. And I use a beauty blender to just blend it out. I just tap it in, blend, blend, blend. And then I go with the powdered one. How could I forget? Okay, so this is the powdered one. Super pretty. And I don't use too much, otherwise then it makes my skin look cakey. I don't use a setting powder under my eye because I feel like it just doesn't suit my skin type, if that makes sense. It just gives me a lot of creases, or if I'm not doing it right, setting powder under my eye just is a hot mess and I cannot risk it. So that's why I just don't do that. And now that all of my powder is done, I like to use my setting spray right now. I know my eye mascara is not done yet and the eyelashes bit, but I like to do that in the end because I feel like when I use the setting spray after my mascara, it just smears all over my face. So yeah, let's just do that real quick. This is my iconic MAC Prep and Prime. Look at that. Okay, my setting spray is done. I'm going to jump into my inner corners that I like to go with the same palette. I just take a little and use it in my inner corners. My mascara routine, and I feel like I use this really random drugstore eyelash curler. I cannot do my mascara if I don't have this guy. I cannot. I feel like this makes a huge difference, and I just press this for a few seconds. I use two different kinds of mascara that I love. I don't use eyelashes on a daily basis. I wish I did today. I'm feeling it, but in my everyday makeup routine, I just go simple and I use a nice mascara. So this is what it looks like right now. And I'm still not done yet, and it's done pretty good. My lashes in one direction, better than 6. I feel like there was a major hype back in the day for this mascara, but I feel like now people run away from this because it makes your eyes clumpy. But here's the deal. I use this in the end after I've used my main mascara, and I feel like this looks really, really cute. These eyes right now, like, look at this. I love this eyelash routine. Favorite lips ever. I've probably showed this a million times. This is makeup by Mario. I think it's called Travis. So this is what it looks like. It's nice deep brown, and I like to overline my lips. I start from the top. I recently got lip fillers, And I feel like it looks like I don't have any lip fillers on. They really went away again. So I like to make a circle on my cupid's bow and I just go down. And then I go in with this Anastasia Beverly Hills shade Stripped. Because I love a nice nude. Finally, I go in with my Charlotte Tilbury lip balm. This is again in Pillow Talk. Like my skin is really like oily today and I feel like I really need a powder moment. So I'm using Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish. That's been with me for like almost a year. Almost done, but I take a bit on my brush and I just lightly go over my face wherever I feel like it looks oily and not dewy. Like we don't want to confuse the both. And I go over my face like that. Really sets my makeup. Okay, now that I'm done with my makeup, it really took me like 35 minutes to do this routine. It didn't take me that long at all. And I feel like I need to like remove my hairband and show you guys how beautiful this makeup routine is, especially if you are in a rush. Even though it looks like I did a lot, but it really didn't take me that long. I need to step into this natural sunlight to show you guys how my skin looks. Okay, so this is how my makeup looks under sunlight. How gorgeous is this makeup routine? This is just something I do everywhere I go. Like I said, whenever I step out the house for lunch, coffee, and I feel like this is the perfect amount of glam that you need. This foundation is just pure magic. I am so glad I went with this brand. Lady Gaga, I love you. But this is how my makeup routine is. Like, it didn't take that long. I feel like if I wasn't recording a YouTube video, it would take me like 20 minutes tops to do this look. But when I was recording today, so it took me 35 minutes. And I feel like it still looks so gorgeous. I really didn't add any lashes. I feel like I don't wear lashes on a daily basis. And a nice mascara routine really like makes your eyes pop. Even the eyeshadow, it just looks very bronzy, very dewy, and I wouldn't say a natural, but it just looks like I have the right amount of makeup on for the day. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I did making it, and I'll be back again with another video. And if you guys don't know, I do a lot of home DIYs, home decor and styling as well, along with a little bit of beauty. And I'll be back with another video every week. I'll see you guys again very soon.